O metụrụ ndụ m aka, mgbanwe, mgbanwe. O metụrụ ndụ m aka, mgbanwe, mgbanwe. O metụrụ ndụ m aka, o metụrụ ndụ m aka, o metụrụ ndụ m aka, mgbanwe. O metụrụ ndụ m aka, o metụrụ ndụ m aka, Chukwu na-emetụrụ ndụ m aka, o metụrụ ndụ m aka, mgbanwe, ọ gbanwe. O metụrụ ndụ m aka, mgbanwe, mgbanwe. O metụrụ ndụ m aka, o metụrụ ndụ m aka, onye amụma na-emetụrụ ndụ mgbanwe, ọ gbanwe. O metụrụ ndụ m aka, o metụrụ ndụ m aka, onye amụma na-emetụrụ ndụ m aka. O metụrụ ndụ m aka, ndụ mgbanwe n'ime 2026. Metụrụ ndụ m aka, ndụ mgbanwe, ndụ mgbanwe. O metụrụ ndụ m aka, o metụrụ ndụ anyị aka, onye na-eme mma n'imetụrụ ndụ m aka, n'imetụrụ ndụ m aka, onye ọlụ ebube n'imetụrụ ndụ m aka, ndụ mgbanwe. You touch my life with your hands, my life change. He touched my life with his hands, my life change, my life change. He touched my life with his hands, he touched my life with his hands. When I'm touched my life with his hands, my life change. He touched my life with his hands, my life became a brand new one. Jehovah touched my life with his hands, my life changed. Daniel, Jehovah touched your life with his hands. Oma, he touched your life with his hands. Shimkasima, he touched your life with his hands. Your life changed. He touched my life with his hands. He touched my life with his hands. He touched my life with his hands. My life changed. Ebule tozu atụba metụrụ ndụ m aka n'ime this 2026. O metụrụ ndụ anyị aka. Kenneth Chukwu metụrụ ndụ gị aka. Ndụ gị gbanwe. Onye amụma n'onwe ya metụrụ ndụ m aka. O metụrụ ndụ m aka. O metụrụ ndụ m aka. Mgbanwe. Lion of Judah touched my life with his hand. My life became a brand new one. Jehovah touched my life with his hands. My life changed. He touched my life with his hands. He touched my life with his hands. He touched my life with his hands. My life changed. Ma mbuli ozu atụba metụrụ ndụ m aka. Nwanne m, ọ metụrụ ndụ gị aka. Daniel no metụrụ ndụ gị aka. Ndụ gị gbanwee. Uma, ọ metụrụ ndụ gị aka. Chimkasị m, ọ metụrụ ndụ gị aka. Ọ metụrụ ndụ m aka. Ndụ mgbanwee. Ọbara nwanne m, chi anyị metụrụ ndụ gị aka. Onye amụma na-emetụrụ ndụ m aka. Chukwu Simon o metụrụ ndụ m aka. Ndụ mgbanwe. Chukwu Nnamdi Kanu metụrụ ndụ anyị aka. O metụrụ ndụ anyị aka. O metụrụ ndụ anyị. Ndụ anyị gbanwee. Chukwu nke ndị Igbo metụrụ ndụ anyị aka. O metụrụ ndụ anyị aka. O metụrụ ndụ anyị aka. Ndụ anyị gbanwee. Miracle working God metụrụ ndụ m aka. O metụrụ ndụ m aka. O metụrụ ndụ m aka. Ndụ mgbanwee. Restore to me the joy of my salvation. Oh Lord, my God, restore to me the joy of my salvation. Oh Lord, you are my God. Restore to me the joy of my salvation. Oh Lord, my God, oh Lord, restore to me the joy of my salvation. Oh Lord, you are my God. Ọkakam, ọkakam, ezoma ịdị ebube, aha gị juru eluigwe jụwa. Ọkakam, ọkakam, eze ịdị ebube, aha gị juru eluigwe jụwa. Omego onye gị na ya na-azọ na-ezele Chineke ọma. Omego onye gị na ya a na-achịkwa na mba niile. Ọkakam, ọkakam, onye amụma mbe ịdị ebube, aha gị juru eluigwe. Ị ma na ọkaka sị m bịa gwa gị aka ya dike nọ na-arụ gị. Ihe ọsọrọ ụmụ mmadụ ha mee na mmeri bụ nke anyị. Ị ma na na-esi n'ebe na-ekpofu ahịhịa abụlie isi nwa ogbenye enu. Ihe masịrị ụmụ mmadụ ha mee na mmeri bụ nke anyị. Chukwu dị ebube, dọkịta, ị mere onye na-ejighị iri nri. imere nwanya ga-wetụrụ ime ezeọma wee mụju ụlọ ọmama amasị amasị ka Igbo ịnọ na Jerusalem kwụ ya bịa mezuo na Kapaniọm eze m ịdị ebube ịdị ebube ịdị omimi Chineke dịkwa ịtụlanya ịkarịrị echiche obi m ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị ọ na-eme na mbịarute ịdị ebube onye dị ebube ịdị omimi onye na-eme mma dịkwanụ ịtụlanya ịkarịrị ya na-akpọ gị nna m ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị this year ịdị ebube isi maazị Ekpa ịdị omimi ịdịkwa ịtụlanya ịkarịrị echiche obi m ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị ịdị ebube Chukwu m ji ego ịdị omimi arụba na afọ nwa dịkwanụ ịtụlanya onye amụma karịrị echiche obi m ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị onye amara onye ngọzi onye amara onye ngọzi onye amara onye ngọzi onye amara ịbụ na onye amara m onye amara onye ngọzi onye amara m onye amara onye ngọzi onye amara m onye amara n'ịbụ onye ngọzi onye amara m onye amara onye ngọzi onye amara m onye amara onye ngọzi onye amara m onye amara onye ngọzi arụkwa n'afọ mmụọ onye amara onye ngọzi arụkwa n'afọ mmụọ onye amara onye ngọzi onye isi ndị mozi onye amara n'ịbụ onye ngọzi onye isi ndị mozi m wee onye amara onye ngọzi onye ijama anya mmiri onye amara n'ịbụ onye ngọzi onye ijama anya mmiri onye amara onye ngọzi Chukwu m ji ekole onye amara n'ịbụ onye ngọzi onye nji abamba onye amara onye ngọzi onye nji etiwu onye amara n'ịbụ onye ngọzi God of 2026 onye amara onye ngọzi onye amara m onye amara n'ịbụ onye ngọzi onye amara m onye amara onye ngọzi Igbo bụ Igbo Igbo bụ Igbo birikweni ụtụtụ ọma ehihie ọma mgbede ọma depending your time zone anyị ya dị ka echi maka na echi ya dị agwụ agwụ ka anyị na-agwa ya ọ bụ na isonyere what are you waiting for? Click the like button, subscribe, comment, share. If I ain't going to keep us if you are just coming across our channel for the very first time, you're welcome. This is Kelena TV. We are live and we are direct, bringing the gospel of redemption to your doorstep. If I ain't make a common sense, the reason I brought a Marifa. If I gas school. I know my if you shift from Kaiji where not. Just want to make common sense as always. Amaka Maele. Benny, greetings from here. MD Free, greetings from here. Extra, greetings from here. Mbwemena, greetings from here. MD, Noriendo, Doguanto, greetings from here. And Happy New Year. Justin, greetings from here. And Happy New Year. Lucky, Noriendo, Makamele, greetings from here. And Happy New Year. Please kindly comment and tell us where you are watching us from. I am an if I have a very big C, very busy period, busy season. And a very busy one, I tell you. But already we will be coming. Meka Newi and Amaka Maladia. Meka Newi watching from Newi. Amaka Malay. Where are you watching from? 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 Where are you on your metalliciously from? Where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from? Where are you on your metalliciously from? Where are you watching from? Amara watching from Bongo, Amakapele, Amakapele. Where are we watching from? Welcome to year 2026. The year I ain't gonna know. The expectation, Daniel. I'm watching from Italy. Amakamele. Watching from Italy. Watching from Italy. Amakamele. This year, the land of anywhere you are watching me from must vomit your blessings. This year, everybody in the that land must vomit your blessings. It is going to vomit our blessings. Chukuma, Narian, watching from Newi, Amakamale, and Newi, Amakamale, Doreen, greetings from here. Amakamale from Texas. Amakamale, India, may the land of wherever you are watching us from this year, may that land favor you. May that land favor you. Movie TV, watching from Agolo. Is it Agolo? Agolo. Agolo is Unaka. Agolo Uzibo or something of that nature. Watching from Agolo, Amakamale, one more. Amakamale, may the land of where you are watching from favor you. This 2026, I got an expectation. May the land of wherever you are watching us from, may that land release your blessings. May that land release our blessings. Watching from Oklahoma, Amakamale from USA, Amakamale Umao. Now, may the land of wherever you are watching from favor you. Extra is typing, he say, may the land favor you. 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 May the land favor us all. May the land favor us all. The evil of the day, I'm on fire. Gabani, I'm on fire. Kenderi, I'm on fire. Onyechi, Norian, watching from Bongo. May the land favor you. Where others go unfair, may we go there and succeed. Let I go. Because I'm ready for this shit. Again, when there is separation, again, when there is science. It's between them and the us. Stephen, Narian, no, the one top. Narian, Joshua, Narian, on top, Narian, the Chukuma. Amen. May the land favor us. If I wanna gain ownership last year, hello, last year, actually, this year, carry on for head. Burianisi. Obure bere tinye bi ana bere. You got to pray, commit it to prayer. Pray without ceasing. Davis Narian Amakamele. Namdi Narian. Watching from Kumasi, Amakamele. May the land of where you are watching from. May that land favor us all. May that land favor us all. Open heaven. Watching from Indonesia, Jakarta. May the land of Indonesia favor you. obodo niile a agụsisi ya n'ụmụ Igbo nke ga-ama ndị iche. Hey, Dorino, amaka menyara gị, amaka mele. You and your family are blessed. USBG all the way. Happy New Year to us all. Amaka mele Dorino. Eze Chukwuka abịa matụọla anyị nzu n'ọgwụ. So some of us who don't know Doreen have been a supporter of Kelena TV from Mbidis. So if you are still confused, just like Ogai with the Chorofo, and Abomazep and Jokotako, Ogaka, Doreen, now with the support of Kelena TV. So to some of you, don't think, no, because of Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. No. It is not because of Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. It is because of Umwerome. That Umwerome gave birth to one nine woke or the Megwojugu. The same Umwerome gave birth to one nine woke was Rike. The same Umwerome gave birth to Mazen Namdekano. The same Umwerome gave birth to Mazep Anjoko. The same Umwerome gave birth to Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. So away for body. So she has been a supporter of Kelena TV from autopilot, gave it 3, 4. So before you come here now, it is the supporter of Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. No. Yeah, maybe they'll support Kelena TV because of Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. Nobody will support what? Bye-bye. Amaka Mele Doreen, Amaka Mele. You will never know lack. 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 You will never lack. You will never lack. This year, all your heart desires, just be in expectation. You must testify that this is the hand of God. Siko no rien amaka mele fresh dalurien Doreen, thank you so very much. Amaka mele Okachuku watching from Igbo land. Amaka mele, may the land of where you are favor you. That is my prayer this year. Anywhere you are. God must cause you to smile. The Bible says that we're casting down. Your case got reaching. It got we're lifting. It got we're lifting. Bible says we're casting down. Now you get lifting. Next you get speak life to the atmosphere. Speak life to this year. Okay, my favorite is the Indonesia. Okay, ndị ọzọ na chifa na aka konwe ka ọ dị. Na sine we casting down anyị ga-asị mba. That the supreme deity of all deities, no. Yes, we can see the hand of Ezekiel on an hour. And I want us all to be in expectation this year. Ezekiel, there is a news that I don't want. Anyway, it is not as if if I am, man, iji gwegosikwa na aka Chukwu dị ya. Oge ndị ọzọ na-akwa akwa anyị gara aṅụ this year. The mercy of God kept us. All the mercy of God we feel jidere. All the mercy of God we feel jidere. Be in expectation. Don't take this year for granted. I am telling you, this year, don't take it for granted. Don't take this year for granted. I beg of you, don't take it for granted. Don't take it. Believe where. n'ife ezechi okike na-eme. I am a product of grace. My faith, just monitor your faith over it. Then let me now add my faith to yours. Don't take this year for granted. I beg of you. I beg of you. Don't take this year for granted. Don't take this year for granted. Whatever you, that is, if don't take this year for granted. Last year, don't take this year for granted. Last year, don't take this year for granted. This year, this year, don't take this year for granted. Iwe nọgidesie ike n'etiti ya. Ọ ga-ekpuchi gị dịka o si ekpuchi akwa ya. Don't take this year for granted. Don't take this year for granted. Don't take this year for granted. I beg of you. I don't know how old you are. Just be in expectation. That all your life that you have never achieved this year, if you can key in and don't take that is over this year. Normally where you are like other years. If we mirror many years ago, it gave this year. Since you was born up to date, if you can key into this year, what is your that this year I will never let him go unless he bless me. Bible said that somebody wrestled with angel this year. If you can be that man or that woman that can stand this year, I will never let you go unless you bless me. This year, every USB declared, every believer of you USB declared, if you can stand and say this year, Omakam L.A. Davis, if you can stand and say this year that we are wrestling with God of restoration, God of recognition, this year, if you can key in, just be hopeful. Be hopeful this very year. Don't take it for granted. God of restoration must restore only more than take care this year serious. This year with Oberaka say kwechiri. And when the mozi nebidaro kwechiri with them. Don't take it for granted. I'm telling you, you may not hear me sound like this. Another day, I don't know. I'm not even there, man. Don't take this year for granted. If I many gave back last year, this year, you will never cry again. You will never cry again. That make you to shed tears. Last year, past years, that this year I am not going to cry. This year I am not going to be the last. Let that be your prayer. Let that be your prayer. Take it serious. Take it serious. This year, this year, he said of the truth, there is God. There is God. This year, don't take this year for granted. I beg of you, I am not going to take this year for granted. I am carrying this year. Kakaya. That is it. This year, this year, we must stand and wrestle with God of recognition, angels of recognition. That this year, I need to remove steps ahead. No, steps ahead. I need to man, I will be dealing with them with their past, so that their future. Because by their past. We are interrupting their future. We are interrupting their tomorrow. We want to make sure it has been a long time. It has really been a long time. Elvis, it has been a long time. More than their past and the web something. Be it playing their video. We are interrupting their future. So when I tell you that depopulating the population is a tax that is on, it is really on. More than their past. Something. Twaya. Now, we are interrupting their future. That is the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. Don't take this year for granted. God help me. If only I can echo this thing each time over Ambra life. I will love it. Mana ode adene ntu amaka if I na na ebe na mberute. If I na ekwu na eme na mberute, we must wrestle with God of restoration. That is just all. God and his angels that did it to Somaliland. If whatever it will take God to do it, if okay, we put you go ya. That is great. Trouble for that thing to happen. Let no man ask him to take it easy. Donald Trump ga-agakwa kuru onye isi ndị bongo ntu o si wee kuru onye isi ndị eni. Let no man ask him to take it easy. Ntu obodo to isi wee mia. This very year, ntu obodo Chukwu jesi dị mia, we must ask him to lead. We must ask him to lead and we must be in expectation. Ekwekwana. No agree. Don't take this year for granted. This year, we are going to break protocols. This year, we already mount up wings like an eagle. This year, if you believe that we will fly, this year, no impossibility this year. Possible. If any the possible this year. And what if the impossible? This very year, and what if impossible? Everything the possible this year. Only if you believe. Everything the possible. No look yourself less. So, shout them. This year, I will never cry. You will never lose money. You will never weep. The cry that you will cry, but the cry of joy. That is God. He said that he which above all things, for them, even as our souls prosper. This year, we will never know shame. That our brother that complained about house of his own. You are in my prayers. If only you can key in. I know I am not talking to just you. And we're many. You are in my prayers. This year, you go smile. I'm telling you. Oh, but if you name take it serious. Don't take this year for granted. I don't know how God did it. I'm not going to web that very day. And I tell you, since that day, I have been asking God to show himself so strong that you may know that there is God in heaven that sees the affairs of man, that rules the affairs of man. Since that very day, I have been telling God to show you kindness and the mercy. This year, don't take it for granted. If I improve that day, I'm not if I were to I don't know. But maybe I've been asking God to show you mercy and kindness, not just you. Let God show us mercy and kindness. Let He, God, show us mercy and kindness. Let He, God, show us mercy and kindness. Onye ọbụla nọ n'eziokwu, amara nke Chineke ga-abara anyị ụba. Amara nke Chineke ga-abara anyị ụba. It has been a busy season. Don't forget, he is the reason for the season. Go another year, a long year for that matter. But this year, ekwekwana. Ọma ndịkwa isi o. Inogo dey isi o. Iyerego, but kwechiri with obi nwoke. Emejọkwana mmadụ. Agbakwana osiara ya asị. Erikwe n'ife mmadụ. Ụba aka gị ọtọ na-ekwu eziokwu na-agba mbọ the mean. Be ruthless with mbọ ị na-agba. Ama master m English ya. Mana bịa tu ya bụrụ. Na mbọ ga be ruthless. Na mbọ anyị na-agba dị determined. Na mbọ anyị na-agba kwechiri ekwena ụzọ gaa na maka anyị mere anyị. God bless Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. God bless Maazị Banjoko. God bless Dr. Ngozi Orabeze and all the cabinet members. O mere ụmụnne anyị ndị na-evisit Maazị Banjoko. God bless them. God bless them. Ụmụnne anyị o nwere ndị na-evisit Maazị Banjoko. God bless them. Chukwu gozie gị. Some people that is visiting him now, they are not visiting him because of nwere onwe. Some people can go na visit ya. Fadi visit ya no prime minister. A very good number of ndị be anyị na-aga visit ya now. Fadi visit ya because many people have forgot that he meant well. Fane pay ya visit. Maazị Eba space ya adịrọ na visit ya. Space ya adịrọ. Why is that so? He is a good man. Go and listen to him and share his broadcast. Very, very important. He is bringing new dimension. Even in Kiyono now, people have seen the new dimension that he brought. Only some of you bunde butere ya for job. He is not everywhere. Oman of Finland no Dubai. Obo na ne bai. Ịrụrụ ọrụ akpọrọ ya ka ị rapụrụ ọrụ akpọrọ ya rụba ọsọ. Pancha niile anakwa agwa ya na ndị akpọrọ ọrụ. Finland ka ọ nọ. God bless ndị niile na-evisit ya. God bless ndị niile that allowed their pockets to be cheated. Gbakọta mekọsịarị ya ego tinyere ya. God bless them. You will never know lack. Ndị be anyị nọ na Finland na-aga visit ya. A very good number of them. Fadi visits here. Very good number of them are there. They are visiting because he's a good man. They are visiting because he's a good man. God bless them. God bless them. I'm going to go see them today. I don't know as they do me. God bless them. They didn't visit here. God bless them. And you know, if I you ever the man to go see if Fana moto naga, Fana buy fuel naga, Fana we faith everybody go. You are encouraged. God bless them. God bless them. They are spending. When for you no name to offer you to give you back. So on no name in a visit. If you visit you have no basic matter. That is the truth because no name has no transportation to give you. About that the reason why you are visiting him is because while going, you get transportation. If I need reading my good news, that is the truth. This year, I don't think no like engage, but that's even like you know, last time I talked about app. Never on any app with ego. I know you. May God bless our people. If I need the Bible this year, This year cannot be like last year or the possible. Or the possible this year. This year. By the special grace of the Almighty, God, this year. In my time, somebody if people na-egwu asị gị na ọ na-abụ dịka ọ dịka ife mee ma mmadụ anwụrọ ma mmadụ anwụna. Yes. Ife emego. And sometimes tough time. You guys, a man not going to now choke everything now just smooth. Before God appear to the place of your rest, it got a tough time. Flight in a now. On the I'm gonna be as a traveler, not in Kago as a traveler. Flight in a on a take off. Go Ghana bia. Go. Mbome de magoro 38,000 feet. Ori go Ghana. Balance. Ine ekurizi ora. You got to go. Embark of the place of their rest. Immediately after the declaration, the demon and the serpentine spirits, they raised their ugly head. I am a preacher of the gospel of redemption. Because farmer, another chapter has just been opened. Another phase has just begun. Immediately after that redeclaration, even before the declaration, and we have obstacles. And we have ups and downs. Here this obstacle, the obstacle will to stop, to quench, to keep to a standstill that redeclaration. And we have a lot of troubles before that very redeclaration. Immediately after that redeclaration, demons from the pit of hell, they ran out and possessed men and women of the underworld because found a continual motive already. So the demon quickly possessed them. They become a vessel. But that vessel is not unto honor, but for dishonor. They made themselves available. They were possessed with that spirit. The trouble began. Everywhere. Everywhere. Man, if I were to go in this year, I ain't gonna march with our head held up. I ain't going to see I naga. Makanaka chukudia. The trouble was much. Man, this year, we have fought them to a standstill. They can't make sense. That is the truth. This year, from last year, we fought them to a standstill. I tell you that depopulating their population task is ongoing. A very serious task. Very serious one, I tell you. And go and verify. You cannot have an encounter and remain the same. A man in an encounter. You cannot. You cannot undermine the truth without facing the consequences. So we are asking God to trigger fasting the consequences of men that have deliberately undermined the truth. So it is not easy for you to come to the place of rest. Jidesi document where the place of about it easy. This face here in fact about the easiest face. Mana I used last year for trouble here and there, and we did not give up. We appreciate God that we stood our ground, standing Gidiman for this very mandate. You got to go. Standing Gidiman, they can't rise, then they don't rise again. Nobody can breathe into them. They can't rise. They can't. It was already easy. They can't rise again. Not now, not ever. They can't rise again. If I in a chair, one night, okay. Oh, I can borrow my result. The job adịghị isi. The job adịghị isi. Ọ dịghị isi. Ọ dịghị isi. Ife na-ekwu okwu ya recognition, gathering of evidence, and mba ụwa niile enwe ka ọ dị. Mba ụwa niile enwe ka ọ dị. So ife ọbụla eluigwe na-eme, ife ọbụla eluigwe je ka ime, ife ọbụla eluigwe na-eme, ife ọbụla eluigwe je ka ime, to make sure that we seek anyị ji na-emove ya to the next phase. Eluigwe buko. Let no man, let no woman ask he God to take it easy. So nwanne anyị nwoke dị mma na-etinye ya n'ekpere na this year. Amaka mere nnọọ na this year na ọ ga-apụta. Akwa ya bụ isi afọ kwaba okwu. Tinye ya n'ekpere na this year na ọ ga-apụta. Tinye ya n'ekpere. Be in expectation. Anyị anọsigokwa ọgụ ahụ. Crown ihe fọna. Ọ pụtara. He lead, we follow. Ọ bụsịkwa anya. Crown bụ ife fọna. Ọ pụtara na he lead, we follow. And ọ pụtara na ọ dịghị ka. Enwere ike ịnọkọta tomorrow gajide ya. How is possible? Do you know why? Because he have learned his lessons. So what is ebe ga-ejide aka wee jide ya? Na-ejidekwasị ya na-abụ na-ajọsụ n'ọrụsie jidezie ya nna ka ijide kene gị. For no just nna make we just hold you for no reason. O megide pụta na enweghịzi any reason a ga-eji wee ejide ya. Na-ejidere ya na-abụ nna make we just hold you for nothing. Because experience you will now. I'm going to ife. Yes. One is experience. So open now. Omota go to ife. Or to ife ga add the ruora. Or the napota so emoro. Or opota say no, man nature's into siege. Or man nature's if I nature bad. Yes, it's good to see you too. Standing Gidibam, defending that or saying that we know to be truth together on social media. One night, okay, the one night, okay, the Other one space. Visit here is fully booked. Month to Batana, that month. Ọ dị ezu ndị chọrọ ịga adị too much. Ndị chọrọ ịga adị too much. Ọ dị ezu. Put God across, they will tell you. People that want to. Space adọrọ. Space adọrọ. Space adọrọ si. Space adọrọ si. Mana this year. Bịa mere onwe gị ha. Onye amụma bịa mere onwe gị ha. Bịa mere onwe gị aha, Chukwu onye na-eme mma bịa mere onwe gị aha. Ebe matara na ya adịghị ike, bịa mere onwe gị aha. Ebe matara na anyị enweghị Chukwu ọzọ, bịa mere onwe gị aha. Nneke Chukwu aka nji ego, nneke aka nji abịa. Ndị ọya ababa asa, mgbọrọ aya ọ na-asa. Bịa na mere onwe gị aha. Arụkwa na mfụ mmụọ mere n'onwe gị aha. Bịa n'ụgbara okwu gosiarị onye amụma bịa mere onwe gị aha. Ihe n'ịmatara n'anya adịghị ike bịa mere onwe gị aha. Ebe matara n'anya enweghị chi ọzọ bịa mere onwe gị aha. Ọ ga-emerịrị onwe ya aha this year n'isi gị n'otu n'otu. Be in expectation. Face emuvuru ife a. Ọ bụrụ na maazị Ebanjọkwa ụnụ ya, ọ ga-emekwa, mana o nwere ike mgbe ya emesịrọ ntu a enwekwa some demons that we hide that may raise their ugly head tomorrow. Mana nke ya nwa anọrọ ya, some haggard hidden demons, many of them raise their head. And some of them, some of them have a face. never to rise again. That is the truth, and that is what God has done. So, in a way, ordinarily, on the good, I can remember some people can go to the friend who was even one gas can bang him into a equal gas can bang him into a if you don't know the reason for your wedding like that, but no, for the benefit of if you know. A man, the reason for you, how about she? Now, what this way. So at times, Marom can this yet, no, they come. If you for money, there is a whole lot of things. Gara. So no, but as you know, Rezia can never. Only come open no gara on to swagger. Only come to any instruction. Some way they see a counter. Only can have for Tiana. A common and that is their advice. Because or my man, the reason that getting you the advice for their own benefit. Now I can have to as in the hand or you got to go. Man advice Jabo advice for their own benefit, not to the benefit of if only or for their own benefit. Or maybe I don't know to a whole lot. Man, those self-centered. Now, those that is possessed with the spirit of now we start up. All that emotional blackmailers. Many of them are one. Now we start up. Emotional blackmailers. They have give you when somebody called them to ask of them. Now, any dream account come with support to somebody kwesịrị iji nja gị nwanne onye a n'ọrụ nwanne a na-ebe onye atụ m nwanne kwechiri onwe efe inwe etinye onye abụ mmadụ ka ma inye onye a encourage ọ sị gị nna onye agha na-agwụkwa mmadụ ife ọ na-eme yet ọkwa ememba ọkwa na insider men like that women like that bụ ife ezechi okike jiri aka ya wee separate ya elo ntị ọ dịkwa si mode no such thing. That is the truth. This thing from you cannot hear something like that. Enemies within. If they do me, they tell me sorry. Household enemies. My leader. Then somebody will now contact them. The reason why the person you will contact I want to be sure how strong the foundation of this man is. I want to ask of him from the then what was the my leader, both in social media and off social media, opposite outside. How can I support this man? Support you just demoralized an angel that came to support. In other words, you are a pillar. No, caterpillar. But your own caterpillar, an evil caterpillar for destruction. Some of you on there, in on a cabinet, or what if the only thing in America he creates a problem. And with that problem he creates, Ejiki assured the Akafa your channel. Ejigo that your trouble lokomoko, where you actually the Akafa your channel, where you actual people that actually have something to offer. You are a troublemaker. Trouble lokomoko gable. And the men and women like that, we find the anybody that is the truth. That is what God has done with if I woman myself and dog because you will not hear it in social media that there was a time I wanted to support. I contacted this brother. How can I trust this man? If only or the worker somebody contacted The finance minister then, the man said it in social media. All the media. I want to be part of this loan. This loan. At least I want to let it be investment. I want to invest. Now, if anybody whatever your own business, you not assure you or guarantee you anything. No. Yet, the same as such people, having such people around, you are not going to, you are and we must thank God in the so that the kind of people on it, anywhere, wherever, we send the weapon. Yes. I am telling you, how can you be shouting, my president, my prime minister, my Odogu, my Obatopia, my this? Somebody now contact you. Now only in the Obatopia, I want to. I don't want to follow the Kubanyere. Let me just call it loan investment. I want to invest. Now the company of you and this your organ. Instead of you encouraging him to invest and introduce more of his friends, and his friends will bring their friends, instead of you to encourage them, go and apply for your IT if you like. I saw some comment now my comment section because of the way some people misunderstood it. This is my own opinion. My own opinion. I'm entitled to my own opinion. So, and I am not forcing it on you. Man, they think that they have arrived. Hello, I'm not able to who has one time okay. Even now, before USB declared the governorship election, you and I know. As in the man how obodo go work no na egwu o church ọtụtụ ndị be anyị ụfọdụ ndị be anyị hearing it alone gbara ọsọ but now nwanne anyị nwoke apụtago mee nke ya gbaa na ife na-afọ bụ ife ọbụla ga-akwalite USB declared ife ọbụla ga-eme fear egwu apụọ n'anya onye ọbụla na-ekwiri USB declared ife abụ ihe na-ekwiri. Then I said that was whoever his own exposed. No. Do you know why? Fear pokene na niru ndị nọ na USB declared aka na December ọkwa ife abụ ikwu ife kwu ụfọdụ si n'ọbụ nka ụfọdụ si n'ọbụ nke ọzọ ọ dịpendịrị ntu isi wee chee achọrọ m ife ga-eme ndị agha na-akpọ gọvanọ ka obi sie ike ka ụjọ pụọ fa n'ime and ife a nwanne anyị nwoke mere ga-egosikwa na egwu adọrọsi mgbe ịrụsi ebe a ga-eru akpọzie results ekwuo ndị dị anọ mgbaka ekwuo ndị nwere what it takes to speak for you mgbe ọ bụla ị mara if it was USB declared ije ịkụ asịrị with Wazirike that is your business asịrị akọ ndị be anyị laikịrị anaghị ID ịjụ ịnọdụ ebe nọ na-akọrọ m ishi ịnọ n'obodo USB declared is writing to the obodo that the obodo may recognize USB declared and yet you have not applied for your ID. You are not helping matters. You are not helping matters. Obodo ọbụla USB declared the akwụkwọ farm na obodo a menwere ife and the farm need the recognition from the obodo. What you will do as a citizen to make the job easier for USB declared, apply for the ID GDI. So that mgbe the obodo na-anya na system ọ bụrụkwa GDI tinye na GDI tinye n'ọrụ mgbe ọbụla family na-anya na system afọ akwụkwọ recognition ifere na if you see and they go ID coming for us. The year 2026 be in expectation. anywhere, anything open info report, when they convert it to good as much as you can. Don't want yourself move on. Governorship election. Man, within camera now. There is no harm. Nothing. If I need Agusuo, that is Agusuo, no, on place as you need. Some people misunderstand it. So some of these canker worms went from autopilot to breaking. Many of them are actually they can never rise again. They are canker worms. I am telling you. Ndị mere n'iru gwọmpụta n'azụ. Ndị ga-eme nke na fa kwuru na ije. Ọ nke na fa kwachụ anụ. Fa atọ nọ sị na ọ bụghị dizikwa okwu anụ. That is who they are or who some of them are. Because you cannot tell me in a fundraising every day. If any man need Diego, that from Russia. Oh, he is not hiding it. Why would you go here? The reason would you go away because of if a man and Choco, would you win it? Or if a man and Choco, people like that will still be around him. You will think that he have man. Now you will be surprised why Mazin and the can or they can surprise if what Mazin and the can do West. I can't guess a book 101 after 15 men ready. Cabinets. Yet those cabinets, many of them, they do not believe in him. That is abomination. Every day, fundraising. I need to service people. I need to teacher people that highest donors. Hello, highest donors. They don't come to fundraising. Highest donors don't come to fundraising. Then when the highest donors contact you as somebody now on a fundraising every day, as a cabinet member, to inquire as highest donor, get me account. Oh yeah, a trust to career. A cut when every fundraising you know there. That is here. God no go forgive you. And how did we know them? Why did people speak up? They speak up because of Ifeanyi Eze Obruna, Ifa Emeromanze Banjoko. Andy Johnson, greetings from here. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Omaka Maele. Many of you, I from elevated energy. Many of you. Even Mazio Merora. Many of you. Omaka Maele. This year, I got an expectation. We are not going to let these angels go. Unless these angels of recognition, these angels of signing document. Look, I am signing that document now. Be in expectation. Don't take this year for granted. God have chased them away. Anyway, today, I don't know if this is why if I did so level by any people like that. If a man here news every day in a fundraising. I feel only love romance Banjoko. I'm not love money, Kelena TV. Well, I'm not love Kelena TV, Gaba, a freedom fighter, Gaba, a cabinet member. I'm not a freedom fighter. Just a preacher of the gospel of redemption. I'm not love woman. Never mind, Banjoko. Carry love, cabinet members. Indiana, I got outtakes for free. Ndị na-enye pocket money. Yeah. Ada dị iche. Ada dị iche ọmaka mele. Ada dị iche. Eze Chibuike Abịama is going to beautify you. Ị ga-adịrịrị iche. Maka mele. Thank you so very much. Yeah. Ịnọdụ amara m na lọọfụ m nwere n'ebe ọ nọ karịrị lọọfụ ndị nwa ịnọ bụrụ kabinet memba ị na-azakwa freedom fighter right by ogbo afọ yet ịnọ na-aza freedom fighter ịnọ bụrụ kabinet memba obi adịghị gị mma, obi adịghị gị ọcha. Anọkatakwa achọọla gị pocket money, obi adịghị mma, obi adịghị gị ọcha. Ịghọtagona imebe travel agbara gị tiketi for free, obi adịghị mma, obi adịghị gị ọcha. Enwekwuru ID a. Please, all these cabinet members Fakodrogo ID, some of them Fakodrogo ID, some of them never got an ID for free. Yet, you'll be able to afford a flight, you'll be able to afford Apple hotel, yet you'll be able to afford Nemo Kumaro, Fapotas, nothing, on over number of an call. Private. Kamata can be specific, they will wiki support. Cost the person. The angels are going to support the Okumoro and they're going to fall from up. To inquire from the Nansa cabinet members. The same cabinet members can put an instrument engage which the supporters away. That is an abomination. So now face any many of them. Face many of them. Ya ka edi weji wee were aka achụta efe aka ibe na cabinet member enwe cabinet 1 and cabinet 2 gịnị ka ị na-arụ dia ministers cabinet and achịkọta one cabinet gịnị ka ị na-arụ dia face ya na ife need ya. That's why God shakes them away. That is that ministers cabinet anaki ọbụla ịkọ on the trouble. Enemies within. Bokeno no. Na bokeno na mayabe anaso benangiga. You are answering cabinet member, yet you are not happy. You are calling him Obatobia, yet you are not happy with him. You don't want to support him. You don't want to support him. You want to pull him down. You want to destroy him. Yes, because those who want to support him, those whom God sent to make his job easier. Yeshua. Ibu tapana social media na nyam bottle. Nde jiego support buta. Issue te faka. Ibu tapina nyam bottle. You are not supporting. You are a demon. Those who contacted you to inquire of you before faith go, how did you treat them? You are waiting for angel to come. This is why God permitted you all out. The Bible said that if you are neither cold or hot or warm, that you are going to be vomited out. Or if I'm some of you, people will contact you. People will go. Psalm 102:13. You will rise and they have mercy upon Zion, for the time to favor her is come. Yes. The set time has come. Yes. He will arise and be favor Zion. Kedi. If a merundi ajiwebru demons. Nata. Umunaya abu leaders. Na for fono. Everywhere. So at times, so no Catholic if a man. Mama da amona. Have Ugo 247 debunked that allegation? The answer, let me call it allegation. The answer is no. Have the one finance minister debunked the one, so he said it. I contacted him. I want to be a pass to this load. And what does that mean? He can introduce his friend. His friend can introduce his friend. By introduction, if every Monday, every Saturday, social media, Yet when you call them inside to ask them, how can I support this thing? They will tell you, don't come home. I don't trust him. Please, if you have not touched the like button, please kindly do that. This year, 2026. Kwechiri, don't take this year for granted. God have by himself shapes them away. If you watch, you will know that on that is the cabinet member they have nothing. Nobody found to offer. They are just there answering cabinet members. Yet to be at your family. Or come can answer cabinet members. Because somebody you know buy Sarah for 400, now buy the Fego. Na paper funny. People that has nothing to offer. Funny one for $400. Edman can boldly tell you that he received thousands of dollars. Since what you went on the Timbo, what has he achieved? People who have nothing to offer. And a year ago, they don't want it to go forward. A deceive do an buy for a bag of more fan of not ego. Macobro no way look upon I'm going to be with somebody charity year ago. Yeah, charity year ago, Pasiamba. No, yeah, on your equa. On your habit of your come. From Tapafana, Johnny Hanna. Makamele. Makamele also put of truth. Makamele also put of truth. There is something that I want to read from the S handle of Dr. Ngozi Orameze. And we have been saying it here. If you know, you are not yet following Dr. Ngozi Orameze. You are not helping matters. That is the truth. If you are not following her S handle, you are not helping matters. Follow her S handles. Not just her own. All these prominent voices. Follow them. Ongozi putara na ifugwe. Ongozi putara na you retweet it. Makana Dr. Ngozi Orameze about this year. Attack your nations. Manankendi also over this year pakuru asre. So if you are not following her S handle, follow. Or what email apply for your ID, kindly apply. Recognize yourself before a job. Oh, tomorrow night. Oh, you have recognized here. Oh, Somaliland, no need for 30 or 30 something years. Israel, tomorrow night. Oh, recognition. Show me who I recognize you. You look. Some of us, when I give you that will trigger something in my mind. The only thing they know is not complain. Follow her S handle. Into a kind of command to this campaign, follow the S handle of Mazi Bandu. Follow the S handle of Dr. Ngozi Orameze. And let me read this before we proceed. Samson, Norian, Makamele. Now, let me read. The two-sided nature of the United Nations member states that make the world a very dangerous place. Dr. Ngozi Orameze wrote this January 4, 2026. Kidnapped of the United States of Biafra leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who opposed the reintegration of terrorists into Nigeria. UN member states kept mute. Kidnapped and the jailing of Simon Ekpa and the show Ayaba through transnational transnational repression between Nigeria, Finland, and Netherlands. UN member states kept mute. Reintegration of non-terrorists into Nigeria and recruiting them into the country's military, police, security, and leadership. UN member states kept mute. Ongoing forceful removal and the killings of thousands of unarmed, innocent Biafran citizens due to their freedom and the belief, UN member states kept mute despite reports submitted. Christian genocide and the displacement committed by the Nigerian state, UN member states kept quiet until Trump intervened last week. Recognition of Somaliland as an independent nation, which is their right, granted by UN Charter. The OIC UN member states and the UN kept mute. Nigeria refusal to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu following a UN committee that ordered his release. UN member states kept quiet. Some people will come now and tell you, oh, but Omo Eresowore's protest, she did not retweet it. 92 years old Cameroonian Pobia manipulated his way back to continue the imperialist government in Cameroon with killings that rocked the last election. UN member states kept mute. Transnational repression, where some African countries collude with their European counterparts and arrest, remove, sentence, and kill innocent opposition such as Simon Eber. UN member states, mostly the globalists, kept mute. The war between Russia and the Ukraine, where thousands of innocent citizens have died, UN member states could not stop the killings. Now, left it to Trump to work magic. Now, on Venezuela, here is what many do not know. There is systemic corruption that has mirrored the country's history, but it has become pervasive under the current government, which critics and US authorities described as a mafian state or criminal organization. Lack of accountability and the rule of law. The judiciary is highly politicized and lack independence, consistently ruling in favor of the government. Misuse of oil wealth, despite having the world's largest known oil reserves. Ikewo. Massive amounts of oil revenue have been lost to mismanagement and embezzlement. Public funds have reportedly been diverted to individuals and the companies through mechanisms that bypass oversight, such as the National Development Fund, FONDN, NDEN, and the State Oil Company, BDVSA, ties to organized crime and drug trafficking. High-ranking government and military officials, including Nicolas Maduro, and his inner circle, have been indicted by the US government on serious charges, including narco terrorism, drug trafficking, and money laundering. They are accused of working with transnational criminal organizations and using their power to protect and promote illegal activities for personal enrichment. Impact on the population. Severe humanitarian crisis and the migration of millions of people. The US and the other countries have imposed sanctions on numerous Venezuelan officials and the entities due to corruption, human rights violations, and drug trafficking, leading to the investigation and the asset fraud in various jurisdictions. Google. These member states issuing statements on social media about Trump's action in Venezuela. I ask you again, is the UN member states established to just protect member state leaders even when they commit crimes against humanity? You and they make the world a very dangerous place and they unleash torture on humanity. Until these member states answer these questions, the role of the UN, the role of the UN, African Union, ECOWAS, Commonwealth, Europe Union should be evaluated. Someone people has to rearrange this order of the world, and those should be praised. DPL. She wrote it at the time many people. All day far, before you any the folia, before the news were each year, retweet here. Going iru them respect in the family. Even if you are pretending as if for you, now look at this. These are beautiful write-up now. 786 love, 11K view, and the 546 retweet, 81 comment. It should be more than this, I tell you. It should have be more than this. It should have been more than this. It should have been more than this. As an angel, what did be for one. This retweet, the person getting to the view, the person getting to it. Over the years, I got to be Arab for 2026. One night working up. One night working. Can come back again. This year, be in expectation. And there is another post of hers. I never tell you what I get. She shared this one. Let us listen to before Yankabu in Venezuela. And if then let's see. Make sure then I got her S handle. Ready to it. But let us see. She talked about fundraising. USB General Fundraising, please join us. Date Saturday, January 10. Time 8 o'clock p.m. Biafran time, 0200 p.m. Eastern time, US and Canada. Join Zoom meet. I think that this should be the first fundraising of the year. Ever Gamma statement. Yes, it was a Gamma statement. The first fundraising of the year. Guardian Gamma statement. Go seek an name with feature. Yes, go seek an name with feature. We ne go, we na no cha. Our God will God of freedom. Therefore, you were saying now so that you should text all spirits. Or say again, text and know that I am God. You get to learn. Text and know that I am God. Freedom. So I have total freedom. I am you got to Oh God of freedom. He wished above all things that we prosper and be of good health, even as our soul prospereth. So Ghana, this very fundraising, go see Kenene Mwife. Ghana, this fundraising, go see Kenene Choloka Iruna Ososo. Ghana, this fundraising, go see Kenene your support. But was a question and answer. Gadia go and the ask question too. That's how I do. That you may be convinced that of the truth. Amen. First fundraising of the year. Don't take it for granted. I beg of you. Let us see. Let us read this. This is from United States of Biafra government. This is another S handle that you cannot afford not to be following. This S handle. The question ka achọ n'ime this S handle. The question na this S handle. Even na-eme ife niile a, ogosi na-enwe ife ịchọ. Ogosi na-enwe ife. Official statement on recent attempt to undermine Biafra sovereignty and the irreversible path to freedom and international recognition. The attention of the United States of Biafra has been drawn to recent claim by Ralph Wazirike, a figure widely known among Biafrans for defrauding innocent citizens and collaborating with Nigeria state actors and the illegitimate governors imposed on Biafra territory to undermine the Biafra liberation struggle. His record includes grave actions against the movement, including the humanitarian, the humiliation, and the violent abuses of Nnamdi Kanu when Wazirike allegedly deployed operatives to abduct, torture, and discredit him on his wedding day. Please listen to the important audio message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in frame 1 and carefully read the full statement issued by the United States of Biafra government in frame 2 and 4. USB-led government have issued statement. Banyere that. I come across the statement. If I go to if I na United States of Biafra handle. Mana mụ wada ụmụ as mmadụ independently. I am not authority. Now listen. This is the voice, or this should be, until we listen to it, the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how he narrated into a way Judea, Wazirike. Yeah, from him.
Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me.
Sorry.
Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I.
But they never do well. Oh, if any in suffer during this struggle, everything be crying. Oh, even in na social media, women urinated and they pour it on him. And today, one of behind bars, carrying your body, the sentence you could have carried. I have preached some message here where I was hammering that onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo, onye ọbụla bụ Biafra, for the fact na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ n'ime bụrụ life imprisonment, that person is guilty. And some people are got to listen.
I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me.
He is resolute. He don't retreat. Never. Ina n'efo ọgabigagoro. Nekwane anya na nke ọ na-agabiga presently. Ọ dịghị ka ọ ga-retreat. Ọ nọnwa bụ ndị ga-eme fa contemplate ba. Like nwanne anyị nwoke Wazirike. Wazirike said, na ya nọ n'ime akpọrọ his top man. The same thing if I know here. Oh, during his own time, top men don't know me what we have today as cabinet members. Now, if you have some individuals that have been chased out of cabinet, those that resigned willingly, only one such people, such people. Ọ na-afụtafa na ya nwee mee ọ ma na ife a bụ ndị ya bụ just like ife nwanne anyị nwoke bụ mgbe ya jụrụ go 247 report ntu ya ka amata how to support US Maazị Ebanjọkụ report ọ nyere ya ejiri ya afọ o nwere ike ọ bụrụ the likes of Ugo 247 and the white woman ọ bụrụ his likes ka nwanne anyị nwoke Wazirike nwe thinking na ya nwee mee. Then immediately or during those is submit the federal government or your state to reach Igbo politicians. I look factors what of a gavi city of my online Wazirike said, oh, okay, Bob and I talk to men. They are good. Who am I? Offer, backstabbers. Offer, sell out. Offer top men. You gotta go. Don't worry, this never do West, not a cabinet. But there in the act, then. Feel on the top man, man that he is on his own. He said that they brought his top man to him. You gotta go. Yeah, nah, he can't wear. I see anywhere. If my top man is good, if the thing is good, if my top man accepts it, who am I? Yeah, we may accept. The mistake he did having backstabbers. Nature of our top man. Obrona Maazị Ebanjọkụ enwe nsogbu. All this truth, ị ga-anụ ya. Anyị na-efeel bụ na-enwe cabinet, ịma na-enwe minister's cabinet. A na-efeel na everything na-aga n'anya, ịma na-enwe serious in-house battle. But because of no nwere nsogbu, all these things now came out. And the thing will make you to stand very strong going forward. I am telling you. I am telling you. This kind of people, they're everywhere. People like this kind of people. You are in trouble. Abroad, you are in trouble. In weapon cabinet, you are in trouble. So now they man not what they can move for what they give a man. Master man they cannot say they are the resolute. Yaman we are the resolute. Even if others men give up, they are the resolute. Master Wazirike, he is not that resolute. He is not sure of himself. Yakoji were not do. I borrow his top man. He said, if it is okay for his own top man, that it is okay for him. Case closed. Today, in social media, no. The worst thing he gave me about having fake people around. The worst thing that can happen to you, but you want to fake people around you. You think that they are top man. No mind them. Lay as 404. I don't get that. The worst thing he gave me, before I hear me this year, follow our program and the work. If the way I did go, follow it very well. We have told you, when WhatsApp group you belong, no one in the WhatsApp group. Or whatever no info report can get from there. Wow. When I work up and I'm on the phone, then you info report. Wow. And when that channel you have been following, info report can get there. Wow. Immediately you just open door for God to come in. You just shown to the Almighty that you are now ready for the next level. And He will definitely come in. And today, we are telling you that you should not take this year for granted. Don't play with this year. You must be serious with this very year. Mazen Nandi cannot say that he is everly resolute, unshaken, with Ifo Gamigano and Ifo Nagamigana. Enough evidence yakwa that he is everly resolute. Mazi was written, he cannot come and tell you that he is everly resolute. Offer the lines of this mediocre individual, the lives of those that is in the cabinet, cabinet members. You got to go? The cabinet planners, the cabinet troublemakers. You got to go? The cabinet Igbo social media bandits. One night was really careful, thinking that he have solid men. Thinking he have solid men and women. Egidia, they quickly sold out. And there was really follow them. Very simple, as simple as that. Listen to Maz now. Let me take it back. Listen. From Mideast. Okay, Kopasia.
In detention before, solitary confinement, it did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see,
people must know who I am. Destructively stubborn. Kwado wepụta ọ dị iche from ifo wazirike ebira ho tụkwasị obi na top man ejidi achịkọrọ top man akpụtara ya na detention top man ya wee nwayọ fere ya bye. Nah, okay, you are on your own. His top man sold him. So maybe na fan rego. He stopped. Okay, let's say I withdraw that word. Sold. They disappointed him. His top men disappointed him. The time he needed the most, they disappointed him. He is not destructively stubborn like Nandekano. I'm not here for this very work. But just to be popular. That's the truth. But to be popular. Because all the even if no they give the up man, he gave up because others don't carry the Akayamata wrong. He gave up. He said it himself. And he have the lives of those in the other cabinet, the Plan B cabinet. Sorry.
Biafra is going to come.
Listen to it again, uninterrupted. Listen.
Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me.
ị nwere ike na-eche ka ife eji wee jide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, jide ya, nyụọ ya mmamịrị, gbaa ya mmamịrị. He said na ife eji wee mee ya bụ that he may stop talking about Biafra. What if nwanne anyị nwoke a na bụ Wazirike na-eyuzu ya? What if ka na-ekwu, what if na-eyuzu ya to humiliate Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, as he said, so that he can stop? What if na-eyuzu ya na some politicians use ya, gajide ya, let's humiliate him so that he may stop talking about Biafra? That is possible. But I said, what if? No, if however. Another angle or another area or another way, what if na the reason Yamaji wee gaba gajidia go humiliate ya o nwere ike ọ bụrụ because he is doing it better than him, so he now want to humiliate him so that he can stop or continue by doing business as usual. Black. So what if now politicians use here to humiliate him so that he can stop talking about Biafra? What if now politicians say use here? Now, if you watch his video, he was busy shouting, hijack. What if, no out of anger, based on the Maazị Nnamdi Kanu a youth is listening to him more? What if not because of that reason? What if? Depopulating their population is a tax that is on. After all that humiliation, truth stand today. Maazị Wazirike ọ bụ onye na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe? Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọ bụ onye na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe? Yes, ọ na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe. Ọ ya ka ndị IPOB ji eti mkpu my leader, because he stand gidigba. They humiliated him so that he can stop. Maybe the reason why he went to and kidnap him and humiliate him so that he may stop. Because, just like what Ikenga said, Maazị Simon Ekpa, if I say that you are not getting it right, I am lying to myself. You are getting it right, but you must stop. You must stop. You are running too fast. What if I happen here? How if I happen? He is getting it better. This UG. Instead of encouraging him, you want him to stop. This UG. He is getting it better. So your problem is that he is getting it better. Your problem is that he is running faster. What if never about the reason why one night was naked with the one night? Now I speed too much. Actually, maybe more. After all, I never go monthly dues. No, it's then I'm over. Now depopulating and depopulating their population because the problem in the Bible. What if we this huge? The Bokumoroma, fan of rivals. Bobana from the other fan of rivals. That they must suppress, contend with, fight to stand still, but go and watch those that have tried to fight the truth. They are standing still and the funny thing, because when men deliberately undermine the truth, if I were called you, I have said it countless times. The is where I have seen that there is God in heaven. It can't follow the hand of God. I have seen it. In a car for the hand of God. Ask yourself question. Ask yourself question. That is the truth. Depopulating their population by that in after all that humiliation. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu depopulated his population. Move with speed. After all that fight, to Mazi Banjoko depopulated their population. And we got the lives of Ugo 247 them na homeland deal. There is every possibility they will got their lives among men on ground. They are everywhere. Call them to inquire. Or inquire. How can I now with men on ground? No, work is me here. You gotta go. Uche go, can not wear Uche. Na nwere nwa aba ọba gị nwe ya na Babaji. You are getting it right, but you need to slow down. You need to slow down. You are getting it right, but you need to slow down. Everyone matters in the end, you know, 5 years. Yeah? They humiliated him, yet.
Where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat.
I am resolute. I don't retreat. Obrona one was like sound this way. Apologodi does he sell out. Gami here in detention. I am resolute. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu learned from him. Obutana Radio Biafra wage that since yaji gwogumoro nwe ne aka for 15 men the ready. Andy Johnson. Awaka maele. Andy Johnson eze chi ogabe amatola inzu no. Ijebe jori na ba na be ya na this very year, all supporters of truth to be in expectation. Be in expectation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, if Biafra would cost him his life, he don't mind that. Biafra is what we ask, and Biafra is what we must get. His words still stand up to date. Exactly. Or if a German or Oberogu one was really one I can actually listen to and draw strength. Some of them are anointed. Just show me one thing he has said. You can listen to now and make sense from it. All lamentation throughout. Lamentation. If I be fed, I be Lesiana, a man. Go and check the word of Mazi Nnamdi. Go and check the word of Mazi Banjoko. When you listen to it, there is a but when you listen to others, a manner that they are joking. If you are following this struggle on social media like me, and you have not seen the hand of God, ask yourself question. Something is wrong with you. Maybe you are among those that have deliberately undermined the truth. I am telling you. When you listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, something is wrong with you. If you listen to Mazi Banjoko and you are not 100% convinced, something is wrong with you. Same to Dr. Ngozi Orebeze. You seek, we have gotten. Because there are some things you cannot do. Not even some things. Without this face here and the face here and will process and that process for conducting online referendum. First, opening liaisons offices all over the world. And they promised that in due time, now this liaison office will be converted to embassy. Instead of, after the declaration, instead of converting it to embassy or embassies, they are converting it to their own personal property. This is huge. They are like Max Wazirike telling you, this is my organization, and you are worried. Somebody is telling you, this is my organization, and you are worried. Yeah? This is my organization. You just the worry where you did. I'm going to with ID. With ID from government. This is my organization, and they want me to take you serious by 2026. He just created awareness. He goes in the USB declaring him. Saying that he studied the Montevideo Convention of 1933 and 1933. He studied it. Goes in the USB declared with an with ID. Oh, you are doing this. You are an enemy group. When you create awareness, now people can actually stand. Or something like this, where you can make it to a point, you go to where you would borrow on governor, educated one a court on a governor, not commit any crime. We need more awareness like this. That is how God works. That's the no quabara no live to Kenya. I have reached the Mazer Banjoko. I am married in an negafu or take care where big damage. Manimana, Omerike, Mazer Banjoko, not around. Some people will get twisted it now. Omerike Mazer Banjoko, not around. Damage again, Murike did that is too much because household enemies. When the guy created the damage, and those damages, when he can say, some of you may fall out tomorrow and begin to complain. Oh, I can see a fear. You will not be in the serious. That is the truth. Video when you listen to it, you know that somebody is actually saying something. After all, Ojukwu Achichaniana before Wazirike, can you show me one video of Wazirike where he said something like Obi Yagowoto, a lawyer that studied Montevideo Convention? Show me one of his video. Yeah, I don't know that it is serious. When I create awareness, when you create awareness, so that our people governors will stand without fear. It will go different. That was share. Fair question of our governor. Fair well, Baba, Fair if collectively, awareness like this, we forget me or they fire or Mambusi fan says so. That is that. Even in our when you listen to all our leaders, genuinely, selflessly, Okufa can be fresh. Okufa the word of God, the word of freedom. Okufa the new every morning. All of them from Ojuku, Abian Ojuku, after Ojuku, he jumped it. He got up, was wicked. After Ojuku, he jumped, was wicked. A Batama said, Nan the camp. Batama said, Batama was on a best. Okufa, when you listen to them, it is a matter of denying, but when they are more. Don't mind him. Somebody just made a comment, but have you thought of that? Since you have been listening to who was wicked, or since he's here on social media, or many go video of who was wicked where he addressed Like you get charged, you go make sense to you. It's what I'm coming. But when they go now, you get charged the video. It is joyful. It is fulfilled. Nah, no, yeah. I don't do it. No, you want it. But you are worried. Why? Why are you worried? Can you please tell me why you are? Not one of his video. He convinced. More than that. Then waiting the worry you. Waiting the worry you. Waiting the work you. TV. They one them. You see, they we have greetings all from here. Waiting the worry you. Why you worried? Somebody since August 1991, not one of his video can gabe kesiya na. Nice, Simba. No. Since 1991, because not getting how many years? What's the name again? For 26 years. Not one video can get. Then why are you worried? How can I take it? Even when he was very young, take me serious. However, show me one of his videos. After this one, they will begin to bring up. Maybe not tape. Sell tape. They will say, maybe after this one, they have to swing into action. Then they can find a way kind of the one Ojuku Pugasa on the social media. When you listen to it, a man or decade can go. Show me one of his own. Then why have you gone the worry? Why will I be worried? Why I go follow you? Why I go follow you the worry? I am telling you, let him go ahead. If he in a nanya or a guy, oh lawyer, if I in a nanya continue, I'm going to in for our own materials. And wherever I got an elsewhere, and they got in. Or whatever the ways went that with Mongolian, if and when our own items, again, when they buy in, or Mambuzi, which somehow I need awareness like a white painted hair woman. If any number, if you were not a Cassia. Anywhere where road to Osia, Jehovah will road to Osia, the truth, some of us I got a better. Shaking our glory, you reign it forever. Ibo de moi le moi. Ibo de moi le moi. Jehovah Marie sirike dimfa. Jehovah Marie sirike dimfa. Jehovah bona yombre kama. Jehovah bo abawe. Oh, we go see a befia. For many years, for more than 26 years. A guy follow his video, a guy follow great. His prime minister, ordinarily, but he wasn't there. For the past years, a car was near for 7 years, a car for 1 day. Why would you ever say God? It is your worried. Why? The way OG went around for the past 26 years, not even one video to convince you. No one will up. Into a for have been that is into a for years. You're not they worried. Let him continue to advertise if name. At times you welcome trouble as a Christian. Normally, this is to push you to the next level. Where some things gabo men and toke. Imara, only some things gabo men and toke. Imara that tomorrow You can never live the kind of life you lived yesterday tomorrow. Only mistakes. Gabi me. Imara. That's never. Only mistake Gabi me. You will never repeat that mistake tomorrow. You must confront that problem. Beat that challenge hands down. I told you this year, don't take it for granted. Don't take this year for granted. Don't wrestle with this angel. This year, don't take it for granted. Why? Show me one of his video where APM blow you or not blow you hot. Show me one of his video. Show me one. I've not seen one. And you are worried. I am telling you. Not one. Before your name, awareness gonna create. Happen here. Yawe men kia. Go see an inauguration. Nemo na ebe ọ na wee mee with ndị bụ ife n'isi. Oge na-adịghị anya anyị ga-ebido mepekwa nke anyị n'ime ụlọ with ndị ga-eyuzu ife nke bụ nke anyị. Ya ma yuzuru ife nke bụ nke obodo bụ ngo wee mee. So na anyị nwa na-emezikwa nke anyị ga na-eyuzu nke bụ nke anyị. Ọ na-create awareness. Ọ ga-enyekwa ka obi esikwuo ndị be anyị ike for next time. By that context here. It worried. Show me one of his videos where he blew hot. Come on. Answer to your question. Why he is doing it? Because he now understands the time we are in now. Because the cloud of Bongo, his integration is seriously gathering. That is why he is positioning himself. Oh man, our own. This one is his own organization. Our own. Go and apply and get your own ID. That is our own. This one is his own organization. You gotta go. Let us continue listening to Mazi Nnamdi. If I will lead us here, when you listen to it, in fact, you will be playing their messages like word of God. You'll be playing it and be just meditate. When you are playing it, you meditate. They don't put it now. You put it now. All men and care with item over the goes. I ain't get men guy with item guy. Listen.
Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn.
Destructively stubborn.
You see, Biafra is going to come.
Listen to it for the last time before we move to another.
Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking...
It is dangerous having some people around you. Very dangerous. It is very dangerous having some people around you. And they gano. Over na mmadụ jụọ afa banyere, they will misrepresent you. If you surround yourself with that kind of people, it's going to be very difficult. Your helper, locate you. Or render you to make your life easier. Or some people you will surround yourself with. Those people won't chase away the people God have predestined for you to make your life easy. How can you be taking this in a fundraising every time? Nah, go. Somebody happens here. Say, how can I get that? I want to support. Some of you don't know the damage characters like that have caused. These people, they are our problem. So when we continually playing their video, or some of you misunderstand it, they are our problem. They offer nothing. The only thing they cause is destruction. Obrun discourage our own from supporting their own thing. Obuduna Trump support you. If you succeed in discouraging everybody, outside of the Bongo, it's a family brothers, family sisters that actually talk to them, they listen. Do you think, or maybe some of them will get farmer or very difficult to reach out to myself direct, but they want to. At least let me hear the opinion of what do men say? Who do men say that I am? If I have reports, Kwesiri, igente. In another, Christ Jehovah, who do men say that I am? Ifo was in a mobile. Our own people that want to support, when they come to the disciples, present in the cabinet, and they ask them, how is this your leader? I don't trust him. Some of you don't know the damage some of these guys have caused. When I come here to tell you that they have done more harm than good, it is not a joke. It is not a joke. It is not. Who do men say that I am? If I had to Christ and I Umasya. Kefi na ndị mmadụ mafatuage banyere Maazị Banjoko as a cabinet member. Oh, don't trust him. Now leave that guy. Far more also. You'll be complaining on social media. Nobody is supporting. Some people has been giving evil reports against Ifanem. Whether would you very, very difficult for some people to join. They have done more harm than good. That is the truth. They gave out evil reports against you. Those God have predestined to come and help you. Not all can be chased away. All are destructively stubborn. This one that I am watching, I am not going to listen to you until I must get to him. I must speak to him before I will believe. I'm rendered destructively stubborn. I'm waiting for Corofa. Kafa believe you. Man, always the Corofa na rapidaga na osit tango do opportunity abana or already abana. Man, I'm rendered Papa na leave that person. Back on your phones in love. These guys, they have done more harm than good.
Taking Radio Biafra to Enugu, it did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come.
Well, that's his last word. And that is, you see, Biafra, it is going to come. It's already here. That's about the last one. It's already here. Listen to it again. You can't get enough of it. But
most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come.
Also, you see, Biafra is going to come. Now, let me show you something. You put that. Ana agwa gị bịa weta ID ịghọta ebe na-akọrọ inyo nwere onwe abịa isi Biafra is going to come. Nwere onwe abịa ID ga na-egbu okwu ya ị ga-anọ na-akọgori. Now let me go and show you something. Ị mara na nwere onwe ahụ n'ọbịa mana o nweziri ife ị ga-eme asị mmadụ. O nwere ife ị ga-eme as mmadụ na mmadụ ka ebụrụ asị akpịrị. Now, listen to this. Everywhere is jiggy. Everywhere is jiggy. That is the truth. Everywhere is jiggy. The kind of shock, the kind of earthquake, the now. The thing Gianna Foundation, yeah. And if I have opportunity, the USB declare Ghana ID. If I want anywhere shall anywhere, let no man ask him to please take it easy. Or she knew yes, the other, ya knew ya the upper side. Don't know it's the side. Donald Trump, I will not pay the use. She used I will not baby and Canada. See now. Then we find it negative.
A question that I have for you is the Nigerian Constitution prohibits the
This video is online. I have no right to this particular video. So I'm playing it for entertainment. Yes. And I am playing it from Ahauku reporters. So listen to it.
A question that I have for you is the Nigerian Constitution prohibits the ownership of firearms. But somehow these Fulani militants operating in the middle belt of
Mazen now the kind of say you see this Biafra, it is going to come. If a Gabon here, I'm not go here. Mono was if I get some of you cannot. And they go get with the ID in order. Each or Mazen now the kind of whatever you got with that ID, there whatever what here. Yeah. In my how far I got it. Okay, Mazen now the kind of Google ID. Ogo on the Google liaison office. Ogo on the Google on. This is why some people you surround yourself with, you are very dangerous. They cannot allow you to breathe. They cannot allow you to think straight. They will stress you up. They are stressed. They will make you restless. Ogo Mazen now the kind of Google liaison office. Ogo on the Google government in exile. Oge on the online referendum. Oge on the liberation, talk more of Biafra and Oge on the charter, talk more of convention. Oge on the okay, I can't online referendum. Oge on the ID. Oge on the declaration. A whole lot have changed in key honoria. Why? Those that don't mean well, that hooked him, Judea, far from come back anymore. All of them fall off. They fall and become helpless. Some people that they never do well went again, get a tado, like a one was Joe, our APM, they went there. Today it is no longer. Immediately she ran out from there. She go and reposition herself again. Another account. These are the same people. Somebody had to work an account. Was one Amaranga from one account. She run and position herself in another account. This is you don't know what these people have really cost. You know what? You don't know what they have cost. You don't know. Ordinary brigi, the same woman was born in a brigi or Mabur CRC BGC, which is when I come. The same people, they have done more harm than good. Mwere is already here. Go and do the needful. The needful, jide your ID. Don't take this year for granted. Be in expectation. Oh God, my Father, the Lord that answered Somaliland, answer us. Whatever you are going to do, however you are going to do it, we are asking that you do it with fire and force. That should be your prayer. In a well ID, it's in your noro. It is the world have seen it finish. You don't see it finish. It is no longer for my header clash. It is no longer cattle root, open grace. It will yet they did not succeed. This evil, this demon, they have ignited it, all manner of all kinds of names. Has succeeded. If I succeed, the more you name it, the more the world pay attention. The more you pamper it, the more the world pay attention. The more you romance it, the more the world will pay attention. The more you ask for something, the more the world will pay attention. Now, they are now speaking up. What's the anyone who is coming from abroad? Stop talking. Please do well and hit the like button if you haven't done that. Very, very important. Hit the like button. Whoever is coming from abroad, we are helpless. In the other they are now speaking for us. Onye isi oji, in somewhere in Africa, ịma nkwụ okwu. Onye ọcha na-abịa, nọrọ ebe a na-etinye ọnụ n'okwu. Ọ bụ ọfa ncha niile gbara wicked. Many of them did better than you. You are voiceless. You can't help yourself. If you know because you get nothing will still come help you. So those good number of them we refer, put them to your prayers that they may not stop. Men like this, God should uphold them. Listen.
A question that I have for you is the Nigerian Constitution prohibits the ownership of firearms. But somehow these Fulani militants operating in the middle belt of region of the country, they're all armed. And we're not talking about ISIS. We're not talking about Boko Haram. Why hasn't there been some type of move or campaign by the Nigerian government to disarm these militants?
In another way for Nigeria, there was a law prohibiting managing. Now, I am engaged defend your mind. Maybe if I feel I engage as Gajuoshi, my name is militant, terrorist, Nebuebe. Government titiary law prohibiting you and I. If a government ya megro, to make sure that in their everywhere. Now, if I'm even working very, very close attention, let me take it back. This year, take this year serious. Take all news serious. I am telling you. This year, don't take this year for granted. Neruan again to this year. Listen to him.
That I have for you is the Nigerian Constitution prohibits the ownership of firearms. But somehow these Fulani militants operating in the middle belt of region of the country, they're all armed. And we're not talking about ISIS. We're not talking about Boko Haram. Why hasn't there been some type of move or campaign by the Nigerian government to disarm these militants that are operating there, where we're seeing a lot of this killing that is coming from them? They have access to AK-47s and other small arms to slaughter Christians. Is this something that you've been talking to the Nigerian government about? Because I think it would actually have a serious impact. And it is something that I raised with the Nigerian government officials when we met with them. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Moore, and thank you also for your service on the.
Anyị mana nwere ndị befa bụ ndị ọjọọ dị everywhere. Ịgbaziri ife niile mgba fanwa ka a ga-eyi ozu ife ahụ ife maazị Kpanjọkụ gwara gị na nwere onwe is coming from abroad. Oh, that is good news. That is good news, Justin. That is good news. I have applied for my ID card yesterday. That is good news. Ife aka ịchọrọ ịnụ anyị egosi na anyị dị nkwadobe. That is good news.
This task force that will be providing recommendations in your meetings with the Nigerian officials. Appreciate that. I think that this is an excellent suggestion as part of the strategy that we are putting together, in particular to talk about the policing aspect of this. in what is happening in the Middle Belt so that we can focus resources and have specific recommendations on actions that the Nigerian government can
conscience.
take. I very much appreciate that suggestion.
Yeah, it just seems to make all the sense in the world to me. It's like, here we are. I mean, I understand we're not going to get like ISIS to lay their arms down. That's probably more of a kinetic option there that's going to result in their arms no longer being brought up in anger against Christians. But in any event, this seems to be something that, obviously, I'm not saying it's easy, but it is something that they should be doing. They should be looking at. And while I got just a couple seconds left, I would urge the Nigerian government to take a look at pardoning Sunday Jackson, who is an individual who was fighting for his own life, defending his life against one of these Fulani militants. That Fulani militant lost his life in that struggle. And now that person, Sunday Jackson's facing the death penalty. Now, where's the justice in that? Where is the justice in that? And all these Fulani militants are breaking the law. They are breaking Nigerian law. And so this Sunday Jackson.
On the Amobodo, and you walk off Amobodo, Fadi break law. To Obodo Bongo, Fadi very law abide.
Disarms this person with a knife, protects his own life. He's going to prison and now faces the death penalty. And Fulani militants.
Yes, I love this news. Despite no okay, but I love this. You're right up. Elena, please, how can we apply for my ID? Okay. After this one, I will show you how you can actually apply. Okay, and I will look for it.
Militants, just roaming bands of them with AK-47s, and that's no problem. You are so right about this question of prioritization. I know I'm over time, Mr. Chairman, but I appreciate the time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moore, for your leadership.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so much for your personal invitation, for your leadership, and for your friendship. I'm honored to be back. Psalms 96:14 asks, "Who will rise up for me against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers?" Nigeria is facing one of the gravest religious freedom crises in the world. As the former chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee on Africa, I have visited and have seen firsthand the direness of the conditions in what is now the deadliest place on earth to be a Christian. They are targeted, displaced, and killed simply for their faith. The ancient plea, "Is there no help for the widow's son?" still echoes today. Since 2019, nearly 17,000 Christians have been killed. In the first 7 months of this year alone, hundreds more were murdered. On June 13th, during the Yellowater massacre, more than 280 Christians were slaughtered in a single day. These are not isolated tragedies.
A question that I have for you is, the Nigerian Constitution prohibits the ownership of firearms. But somehow, these Fulani militants operating in the middle belt of region of the country, they're all armed. And we're not talking about ISIS. We're not talking about Boko Haram. Why hasn't there been some type of move or campaign by the Nigerian government to disarm these militants that are operating there, where we're seeing a lot of this killing that is coming from them? They have access to AK-47s and other small arms to slaughter Christians. Is this something that you've been talking to the Nigerian government about? Because I think it would actually have a serious impact. And it is something that I raised with the Nigerian government officials when we met with them. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Moore, and thank you also for your service on this task force that will be providing recommendations and your meetings with the Nigerian officials. Appreciate that. I think that this is an excellent suggestion as part of the strategy that we are putting together, in particular to talk about the policing aspect of this. in what is happening in the Middle Belt so that we can focus resources and have specific recommendations on actions that the Nigerian government can take. I very much appreciate that suggestion.
Yeah, it just seems to make all the sense in the world to me. It's like, here we are. I mean, I understand we're not going to get like ISIS to lay their arms down. That's probably more of a kinetic option there that's going to result in their arms no longer being brought up in anger against Christians. But in any event, this seems to be something that, obviously, I'm not saying it's easy, but it is something that they should be doing. They should be looking at. And while I got just a couple seconds left, I would urge the Nigerian government to take a look at pardoning Sunday Jackson, who is an individual who was fighting for his own life, defending his life against one of these Fulani militants. That Fulani militant lost his life in that struggle. And now that person, Sunday Jackson's facing the death penalty. Now, where's the justice in that? Where is the justice in that? And all these Fulani militants are breaking the law. They are breaking Nigerian law. And so this Sunday Jackson disarms this person with a knife, protects his own life. He's going to prison and now faces the death penalty. And Fulani militants just roaming bands of them with AK-47s, and that's no problem. You are so right about this question of prioritization. I know I'm over time, Mr. Chairman, but I appreciate the time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gore, for your leadership.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so much for your personal invitation, for your leadership, and for your friendship. I'm honored to be back. Psalms 96:14 asks, "Who will rise up for me against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers?" Nigeria is facing one of the gravest religious freedom crises in the world. As the former chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee on Africa, I have visited and have seen firsthand the direness of the conditions in what is now the deadliest place on earth to be a Christian. They are targeted, displaced, and killed simply for their faith. The ancient plea, "Is there no help for the widow's son?" still echoes today. Since 2019, nearly 17,000 Christians have been killed. In the first 7 months of this year alone, hundreds more were murdered. On June 13th, during the Yellowater massacre, more than 280 Christians were slaughtered in a single day. These are not isolated tragedies.
Right, that is that. Let me take you to how to get the ID. Let me take you through it. Kama chotea. I have been looking for it since. Let us look for it together so that we can follow the link. When I wanted that link, I will copy it now, paste it. For this, we are looking for that link. We are looking for the link. For this, I'm going to go to the one of them. At the end of the day, short eye. So I'm looking for it so that I can copy it and the paste. Copy and the paste. If I want to scan, I want to wait and scan. I'm going to scan your own scan on a roll. I'm going to your own scan on a roll. You use all this scan. Where my apply? Is your own scan working? Okay, at George, actually follow the up that question. You have applied, not must we ask the native. Okay, this is for this one now is for scan, apply. Then Let me see. I'm going to go over say marriage or a match and link here. Wait here. I'm looking for that link one. Mana. While I'm looking for it, there is something I would really like us to listen. Yes, 12 November. Okay. Now DPM S handle 12 November. Okay. Okay. That will be fine. George, are you following Dr. Ngozi Arabezi? Are you following her? Can you please respond? George, are you following Dr. Ngozi Arabezi's S handle? Are you following her S handle? Are you following her S handle? Can you respond? I think there is a Odinkano Fort Tinubu, Defense Ministers silence over U.S. strike in Nigeria. Amana mi fracture ka ndị abụọ. Odinkano. We're listening to Odinkano. Amana mi for Odinkano chọrọ ka ndị abụọ. Let us listen to Odinkano. Please, George, are you following Dr. Ngozi Arabezi's S handle? Ọ bụrụ na ị na-esi ọ ga-adịrị gị izi 12 November. Whoever I got for the link, follow it. Let's listen to Odinkano. Because all in not here, Ghana is so Dr. Ngozi Arabezi's S handle. How can it be difficult for you? Even I got a hand. And the more name that I can on TV, it will be kind of difficult for me because I have to go back. Just like here one night November 12 now, I'm not putting on the date. You got to go on. Somebody went Anthony, put on November 12. So I have to go back to November 12 before I work the link. We're buying here. So let us listen to Odinkano.
Today, I'm leading the show with a conversation with a former chairman of the Human Rights Commission, who is a professor of law. I'd like to welcome back to Inside Sources again, Professor Chidi Odinkalu. Prof, Happy New Year to you.
Same from here. Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, George said no. Okay, it is not good. Follow her. Let me go and copy her S handle so that you can follow her. This is the link of her S handle, the link of Dr. Ngozi Arabezi's S handle. So Gadriguez now. George, this is the link. Link here can buy here. Just tap on it, follow it. If the question, do you have X? If you have X, all you're doing very easy. Just tap on it. It will take you direct to X. You just click follow her. And if you follow her, go to November 12th, according to our brother. You will get it. Do you have X? If you don't have X, can you please download X in Play Store? Do you have X? Why we listen? Yes, that ID campaign, I cannot stop it. Oh, you see your ID. Oh, yeah, we see a oh, yeah, we see a yeah, what I'm on your name for who anything about the ID. I will definitely try to make sure our job is to make sure Nigeria. Our job is to make sure Nigeria. You got to go when you see those important things. I am on one minute. So let's listen to it.
Yeah, welcome to 2026. I hope it has some constructive testimonies for us all and for our country.
Hopefully, I can say amen to that, Prof. So let's start with, Mr. Trump has now intervened, in a rather much more critical.
George, if you have X handle, tap on that link that I posted. Okay, take it direct to Dr. Ngozi Arabezi's page. Follow her. Here is the link again. Then, Obrokwana New X, please download X and add her up. And scroll down to November 12th. You got the link for the IT application. And you can go ahead and apply.
Way in Venezuela and we are told that the president and his wife of Venezuela have been taken away, probably heading for some...
Okay, that is good too. Share USB government S handle. You will see the link on the top of the view. You don't need to search for more. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Why we listening to
a court appearance or proceedings in New York? How do you respond to that? And should we be worried in Nigeria at all?
You should be.
Thank you once again, and to the viewers as well. Happy New Year. It's customary at this time of the year. Now, history has a way of repeating itself. If you remember, I mean, we're speaking at the beginning of 2026, in January 2026. And pretty much exactly 36 years ago, on the 3rd of January, 1990, the United States under President Bush ran a similar operation in Panama, where they, on this day, on that particular day, 3rd of January, took President Manuel Noriega on accusations that are absolutely a reprise of what you have now. I mean, the allegations against President Maduro are exactly the same thing, the same playbook that occurred in December 1989 into January 1990. Allegations of narco trafficking, allegations of massive election rigging and denying the will of the people, allegations of racketeering. And Manuel Noriega was taken to Miami, if you remember. He was put on trial in Miami, convicted, sentenced, I believe, to 40 years in prison, if I'm not mistaken. He served until, I believe, 2010, when he was transferred, by which time he had become ill. He was transferred to France, where he continued his time in detention and then taking medical assistance for what ultimately proved to be colon cancer. And he died back, he was repatriated from France back to prison in Panama, where he died in 2017. I know that you asked a supplementary question: should Nigeria be, or the leadership of Nigeria be watching its back? Look, I'm not American, I'm Nigerian. And my primary responsibilities are as a Nigerian citizen. Now, under the Constitution, Section 14, the primary responsibility of government is the protection of its citizens.
Obodo Bongo ekwesịrị ịdị worried. Obodo Bongo ekwesịrị ịdị worried. Ọ na-akọwara ihe na the primary na ife gọọmenti kwesịrị ime, the primary responsibility of every government bụ to protect life and properties. Then ife ya ndị nwoke bụ ka ezi ife merụ ma ọ bụrụ na the government ga-emenwuzi ya ife ya emezi na-ege ntị.
Of public safety and security. I'll give President Tinubu credit. As a politician, he's peerless. The political dimensions of the presidency, he does not have any equal at all. But as a commander-in-chief, he is missing in action. He has been totally absent as commander-in-chief. And that
also he is missing in action, and the primary responsibility of every government but to protect life and property. And the young one that he is missing in action. Yeah, but that action of protecting life and property. No. So they have to be worried. If I go, Let no man ask him to take it easy.
The biggest problem with his presidency. I'm not going to be worrying about what America can do when even my own president is unwilling or unable to exercise the responsibilities of the office. And right now, sadly, speaking only as a Nigerian citizen, I've got to say that Nigeria's current president is appears unwilling and unable to exercise the responsibilities of the office.
So let's start with, the wishes of the president in his message for all of us. He didn't give a broadcast. We didn't see him behind the camera speak to us, but he did release a statement. But I want to ask you, how do you assess his statement? What are the key things?
Oh, no, whatever, I follow, but then when is statement the Ghana release, ever we see the matter in a situation like this, statement go there release. Ghana Junior Donald Trump, that is serious now, that is serious. The man never released this statement on our broadcast, and not any interview on on the African leaders, associate and my turn, in the local, you cannot grant press interview. Next statement, the cardinal. Nobody will see you to interview you or even ask you a question. Yeah? They should not worry. Let them not worry now. I will know if it is Gelena TV that will worry. I'm on your shit.
That you want to bring out.
President Tinubu is not just the president of Nigeria. He's also an African elder. When you're over 70, which he is, he's an African elder. And, in Nigeria, we talk about Dirty December. Even young people now want to return to the country to do their holiday season at the end of the year and commune with the people and all of that. I'm loath to spend too much time on President Tinubu's New Year message because it takes a derailed African elder to go and spend Christmas outside the country, outside their place with foreigners. President Tinubu was not in Nigeria for the New Year, right? Now, amidst all of the challenges.
Sorry, Prof. I think he spent Christmas in Lagos, and it was from Lagos that he left for Europe for the New Year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
President Tinubu was not in Nigeria for the New Year.
Yeah.
Right? Now, which African elder properly brought up actually wants to go and spend New Year outside their place with their own people? And when you are the president, and you are trying to tell your people that you're doing these phantasmagoric reforms and things are turning out right. And then on the eve of New Year, as New Year approaches, you take off and flee the country. Missiles are raining on your territory from outside the country, and you say you invited a foreign president to administer the missiles on the territory, and that you provided the intelligence, or at least that's what his appointees are saying, that Nigeria provided the intelligence that Nigeria could not act upon to the United States so that the United States could do these things. What prevents...
First, not far provide intelligence to the United States of America. No how. Or United States of America, if I get so far, if I get primary, I can.
From spending the New Year in the country. Now, what was it? What is it that is so exciting in Europe that his reforms cannot persuade him to at least spend New Year's Day in Nigeria before going out of the country? So that's why I'm not particularly of the mindset to dwell too much on what he said rather than what he's done. And let's be clear. In the midst of the US missile strikes in Nigeria, President Tinubu has said absolutely nothing as commander-in-chief.
Okay.
Ministry of Defense has said absolutely nothing.
Okay. America, ihe anyị na-enezi anya bụ ka Amerịka bịa kuru ndị faya ekuru ịghọtago ekuru ndị faya ekuru awa nwekwa ndị ya ekwu okwu ọkwa Amerịka gaa na Venezuela ka ndị Venezuela na-ama n'elu Amerịka gaa n'obodo Bongo afụ ka some villages na-aṅụrị ọṅụ na Amerịka emere ndị bandit and the terrorist ife nwee ka ọ dị so ofe bịakwuzie ebe kụrụzie onye isi obodo anyị achị ọchị ka nna nwanyị na-ege ntị.
Defense headquarters has not shown up. So who are the people articulating? The foreign minister, the minister of information, and Daniel Bwala. They are the people who are saying things about this situation.
Bwala onye mgbu. Bwala is just a typical Bongolian. Bwala is a typical Bongolian. You are neither here nor there. Upon even in Bwala, Urubanya Tunumbu, the same Bwala boy. Every Bongolian, Yakamazin Nadekano, the West again. Okungoro Wabo for Onyago. People like Bwala haven't been able to go if you don't have an complain genuinely because never actually change. The man if I complain about attack opposition, about how they will automatically become praise singers. Oh yeah.
If people are not troubled by that, and if that is not eloquent New Year's message, I don't know what is.
Running breaks your joints. Tai Chi builds them back. After 50.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Prof, I'm going to agree with you on that. The fact that you have the U.S. president, first of all, he was the one that told us about this attack. You know, I could let that slide, you know, because I personally think that the people who are victims don't care where the help comes. I understand the contradictions and our failure, but those people need some succor. If the U.S. intervention will bring it, fine. But what I find worrying, personally, Prof, is that our president has not spoken at all. He didn't make a broadcast, you know, and I'm told that he didn't make a broadcast also last year.
But if after the American message, if I want to in details, on your rich, would I the control, Lord in charge. The American message, one no if another on social media every day, that's reform, that's law, that's this, that's that, that's city kick off January 1st, no going back. If I have even other news, why would you have? Because manipulate the document according to the news in the social media. Just like in the fallback. Oh, we are not giving a financial report. We are not doing that. The reason for the reason in the tax reform, tax law, if I do about them and carbon for the fact that is your business.
And then he has left the country, you know, about the same time without saying a word. And then Anthony Joshua got involved in an accident. And then the president made a call to Anthony Joshua and put it out to us. Now, I mean, I'm not saying the president shouldn't call Anthony Joshua. Of course, he should. But how come we are hearing from our president about Anthony Joshua and he's not telling us a thing personally about the fact that we have America sending bombs to our territory? No word.
I want if I have a corner, a web as a fire. I want if I have a corner, do I have only a on you? Who you? Why you? So get it go there. Only the guilty already. Can you hear your come back? Okay. Only the guilty. What do you want him to talk? Okay, you want him to blow hot. Yeah? One man on two is one pity you. It's already here, Trump. Yeah?
No explanation. No accountability. What is responsible for that, in your opinion, Prof?
If I give the answer that I'd like to give, you know, people will people may get excited, but I think it is fundamentally because Tinubu does not need Nigerian votes to be president.
Exactly.
Wow, but he does need it. He must get it.
If I have a problem, and when all this press, all these newsrooms, now I call you. I'm about to only need the vote for president. Now we are no need there.
No, he does not need Nigerian votes to be president. Tinubu needs judges and INEC to give him a result. If you need votes of your people to be president, he will not be, with profound respect, acting with this degree of irresponsibility and utter disregard for the worth and well-being of Nigerians. No. It is because at the end of the day, let us all be honest. What he needs are the judges and INEC. If votes counted, Nigerian politicians would not be as irresponsible, from the president down, will not be as irresponsible as they are to behave as if Nigerians do not count. Because for good or for ill, and I agree with you, people, I've spent most of my life working on atrocities and insecurity across the world, and particularly across the African continent. And when you look at the situation, Sudan, in Darfur, for instance, or indeed in the north of Ethiopia, in Tigray, in Sierra Leone, Liberia, where we had the situation in West Africa, in the last decade of the last millennium, the fact is people who are in trouble, or indeed in the Great Lakes of Africa, right? People who find themselves at the receiving end of a challenging situation do not mind where help comes from. I totally agree.
Exactly. In Oronansu, you do not care where help comes from. Ya ka ije baga no so ya bụrụ na demon repentry today, or no demon bịara na abịa tiri anya ka nweta nwere onwe, we are good to go. Also ya bụrụ na ọ bụ Igbo politician no Igbo politicians na fa chegharị today bịa tiri anya ka jinaduru no rie nna amaka mere Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ all these our politicians now, when they check out the Nebatiria and with a Muro, one day we are good to go. If I ain't your Muro, we are suffering. I ain't your Muro, I need in America. We don't care where that we come from. That is the truth. When you're not in trouble, when you're not in need, you actually in America.
But when that help involves something on the scale of a missile strike on your territory, you do expect that your president will be responsible enough to face his people and say, this is what transpired.
Exactly.
And that to not...
Please, if you just joined and you have not touched the like button, please kindly do that. Kindly do that, please.
Do that. To not think he owes Nigerians that, and to then leave the country. And while all of that is taking place, what happens? They issue a statement on a $1 billion financing arrangement for the so-called coastal road. Okay. They found time to do that. They found time to attend AO.
Donald Trump and Andia Fana Diego Fagiano Costa Road.
In Lagos, they found time to commiserate with Anthony Joshua publicly, but the president has not said anything about the situation. That, for me, is the most eloquent, as I said, of New Year statements and New Year messages. It says the man does not think Nigerians matter.
It's quite worrying. Now, because I have had experience inside the villa as a presidential spokesperson, I know that there are times that you might have a principal, who listens to his aides. Even if the principal doesn't listen, the aides around him hold him a responsibility to talk to him. And I have had occasion to call out, the people around the president that is it a problem of just the president or the fact that you guys, I'm talking of those aides, that you can't talk to him. Because I don't know, for instance, how you will have, three presidential spokespersons in the villa, and we have no kind of explanation whatsoever. I mean, to what extent do you think, Prof, that we should hold the advisors to account? To what extent, if at all?
No, I don't hold any advisors to account on this at all. As you well know from your experience in the presidency is a lot of jobs in one, right? A president is a party leader, he's a head of government, he's the head of state, he's a diplomat in chief, and so many other things. A president is also commander in chief. Now, a president, pretty much every other aspect of the presidency can be delegated. There is only one part of one job in the presidency that cannot be delegated, commander in chief. As long as the commander-in-chief is alive, no matter in what state, no other person can do that job. Therefore, the advisors can all do what advisors do. And as President Obasanjo let us know, what they are is advisor. He does not have a duty to take their advice. And in order to protect the relationship between an advisor and the principal, what the advisor says remains confidential. So we will never know whether, as a matter of fact, the advisors actually told him anything, because it's important to respect that relationship of advisor and principal. However, what the principal does, in my view, is what is important. And here, even if the advisors did not tell him, are you telling me that the president does not realize that he has a duty to communicate to Nigerians, just as the US president communicated to Americans and indeed the
world? If I have his turn, allow him to enjoy his turn.
World, his own version of what transpired. The president of Nigeria, where the missile strike occurred at the receiving end of missile strike, had a duty to tell Nigerians this is what is transpiring. And he's failed to do that. He's not reckoned with that. And it seems to, and that is the fundamental, most important duty of the commander-in-chief. He has absolutely abdicated that responsibility, in my view, and there is no excuse, there's no justification, it's irresponsible.
When you have the perfect response in your head, but your fingers just can't keep up. We've all been there, typing, deleting, retyping. Now.
Wow, interesting. So final question, the tax reform bills has been in quite a bit of controversy. Representative Abdulsamad Dasuki from Sokoto in the House of Reps pointed to the whole nation that he has gotten a copy of the gazetted law, the gazetted version of the legislation that is different, from the proper copies that he said was sent to the president, and obviously the one that the president signed. And then since then, the National Assembly leadership has said, okay, don't worry, we've sorted it out. We are going to do another regazetting. How do you respond to this, Prof?
I mean, I find the courage and honesty of Honorable Abdulsamad, by the way, is very commendable. I think there are a few legislators in Nigeria who would have had the courage to do what he did, particularly in this current era where everybody is jumping to the ruling party. So that's the first thing here. It's quite evident. I don't, the fact that the leadership of the National Assembly is talking about regazetting clearly shows that he was right in what he said. And the fact that nobody has made the effort to suggest that he should be sanctioned means that he definitely was right. And that is a problem. Now, people need to understand the process of legislation, okay? Now, after the National Assembly passes a piece of legislation, and whether or not there is need for concurrence, but once a bill sails through the National Assembly, it is transmitted to the president with what is called votes and proceedings, which shows how the National Assembly actually took the decision.
Right.
So it's not just a clean bill that is sent. The clerk, the CNA, certifies the text with votes and proceedings, which then goes to the president and for his assent. Now, what is suggested here is that after votes and proceedings had gone to the president, the text was changed. If the text was changed, you cannot, there is nothing like regazetting. Not at all. Now, the Gazette, by the way, enjoys a presumption of regularity. And so anything published as legislation in a gazette, in an official gazette of Nigeria, is the text of the law. If you cannot even believe the text of your gazette as a country, what can you believe? All right? So whatever is published in the gazette is the text of the law. If the National Assembly wants to change that, what they need to do is convene us in a session and set it aside. They can repeal it and then replace it with the right text, if that is what they want to do. And they can repeal it and send up the proper text to the president for him to assent afresh, and then it gets published in the Gazette. But you cannot have two gazettes. One representing one piece of legislation, another one purporting to set the earlier Gazette aside administratively, and then repeat it with a new one. That no country runs that way, not even banana republics. And I'd like to hope that Nigeria is not setting itself up as a banana republic.
However, whoever he want to use, however he want to do it, Yabuko, that's in Haka.
And so, I've heard what is it called, the chair of the Presidential Task Force on this tax fiscal reforms, Taiwo, right? Going about and saying all of these things. My problem is, what is Taiwo's brief? Is it perpetual? Is it endless? Is it infinite? Because I thought that his brief was to deliver a report and proposals to the president, but quite clearly he's become something more than that. And he appears to be doing work, in my view, that should be done by the Minister of Finance and the coordinating Minister of the Economy, or a chief economic advisor to the president, in which case they should just appoint him as that, or maybe a chief tax advisor or fiscal advisor to the president. Let them move him into that position and give him a brief. But this plenipotentiary capacity to basically take over any portfolio in government and run it as he appears to be doing is part of an architecture of lawlessness that appears to pervade what the current government administration is doing.
Well, what he says in his defense, and just to give the flip side, is that the president has asked him to continue in that advisory role regarding fiscal reform. So that it's not just to work in the preparatory stage of the committee trying to draft the reform, but also to be active in its implementation. I think he has said that publicly.
Exactly. And that means exactly what? Is he an official advisor in government, or is he outside government? And what portfolio does he exercise within government? The president asks people to do things all the time. That's not a problem. And the president has friends as well, and he's entitled to have his friends. But what he is doing, in my view, is unlawful. It's unprecedented. He basically has a Rambo role, foraging across government, saying whatever he wants, doing whatever he wants. It is power without responsibility. And that is not, particularly on fiscal policy. You cannot be running fiscal policy as a free agent. Surely not. And that is what pervades this entire thing, free agency, or free radical, as a matter of fact, that you just come in and this dude, is bright. I'm not contesting his nous on the subject matter or his expertise. But that's not the issue. He's just running amok, in my view.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Professor.
Thank you so very much. One, nwere onwe abịara. Ife ahụ gosiri gị, ife njiwe gosi gị ya bụ ka ịmata na nwoke na-achị obodo Bongo nọ egwu na-atụ ya. O nweghị ife ọma ọ ya ekwu. The man the helpless, the obodo adịgo helpless. So na ife ị ga-eme bụ go and apply for your ID. I am not going to open the studio. I must run because I have something to run through. So in some hours' time, we will come again. So that time I ain't give up a studio. This year, I beg of you, don't take it for granted. Do not take it for granted. If you can pray. If whatever you can do. Whatever you can do. If you can pray. The angels of recognition nonor Famangabigai. You personally, Nandoge, this year, Egafe Fediche, Egafe for horror. Ogen Diozon e Baba, Egana Church. Akwe Yebe, the Abakwe former, Mambafu Akwe for job. All supporters of truth, Gisian Wike. No Genadiga this year. One night you will join here. And he lead, and we follow. Omaka mero nile, omaka meri bubu. Ainjibe jabayi de jiru aina bana bayi ana robo sinjo wapiro. Eke kero wanderi ya tuwe mwenye krepoto. Aina eburu ayo bana ne debagi niru. Wana sikibura yo zobera ya chwara ya jum. Ala. Gusifi jiburu shini mendo aini ne note. Na hesitate to gather up. Stay blessed. And bye for now.